did all the marking and all the paint, and the champagne was painted by Jeff and Joanne. So there was a lot of people working on this.
Jared Hilton with a 2-second lean video. So Deb, Terry, and I worked on creating a better spreadsheet to be able to see pots that we have to ship for the customer. Because previously what we had was I was keeping a file, and that file would show when we scheduled it for blast and paint, and the job related to it, and the date it would be painted. And then what Terry was keeping was a file like this that would show what she has scheduled for pot prep. And it made it hard for customer service to know the status of an order when a customer would call in asking about status. So what we've created is this new file where it combines everything. So now the data that was on my previous sheet for blast and paint, it's listed here. And then the data that Terry was keeping for pot prep is listed here. And what it allows is everything is now on one sheet. Terry doesn't have to go flipping through paper copies or her email looking at paint schedules to try and figure out what she has. And customer service can come to this and be able to quickly look and see where a customer's order for a blast machine is. Has it made it through blast and paint? Has it been scheduled in pot prep? And be able to answer our customers' questions, hopefully easier and more effectively. And that's our 2-second lean.
Hi, this is Jeremy Taylor with another Big Clef 2-second lean. Before, when we made legs for 20 cube Omax pots, just measured them out. That's pretty good. So, in the interest of saving time and aggravation, I made a fixture. Does all of that for me. And that's my 2-second lean.
Okay, we got a new team member, and I promise there will be no tennis jokes because that just seems to be a racket. But her name is Serena Williams. Is she around here?
Yeah. Back here.
How you doing? Okay, the deadline for flexible spending accounts is today. So if you guys have to do any more paperwork or whatever for that, get with Laura Vansel. We have our Christmas luncheon today. Remember, it's from 12:30 to 1:30.
And if you guys remember, it's going to be similar to a couple weeks ago where depending on the time of your shift, you get to leave an hour early today. So if you normally work till 2:30, then you could leave at the, when the party's finished today. I also wanted to make sure, I forgot to do this in the beginning, but for those of you who haven't seen them yet, our board members are here today, the Clearys. So you have John and his wife, Kendra, Sean, and Joe. They're all here, and John and Kendra's lovely children are here as well. Let's give them a welcome. And guys, I had my kids in here a few weeks ago, and everybody was trying to send them out to the assembly line, so just watch out for them. Did Aaron want to talk about this? No? Okay, so as far as the wellness program, you guys have probably noticed that we're doing this. We're going pretty strong and meeting every week. This coming Monday, Amy with USI is going to be here in the small conference room from 9 to 11. So she'll be answering any questions you have about the WellWorks packets, the ones that Aaron handed out a couple days ago at the State of the Company meeting. And if someone's in the room when you come by, you can sign your name on the sign-up sheet outside the door or come back at a later time. As far as registration and consent form for the tobacco cessation, There are 2 forms from the packet that need to be completed, signed, and turned in. Aaron, is there a time frame for that? Not immediately? Sooner the better. Okay. Before September next year, fill out your tobacco. Okay. All right. Okay. So one of the last things we do is we go through our values. So our core values, we've been talking about these a lot lately. A strong desire to help others. We own it, and being humble. Aspirational values are courage, always learning and improving, and One Clemco. So next we're going to go into the best part of the presentation, is where we talk about what we're thankful about. Or if, actually I look at this as a way to show examples of anybody living our values, if you guys have seen that over the last week or so. Anybody want to come up? I'm going to start just in case anybody's nervous, and then I'll give it to you, Brett. I was talking with Tom yesterday. We were supposed to work on this presentation yesterday afternoon, and then most of you probably know, or a lot of you know, that the network went down. So I went up to him around 4 o'clock and I said, "Hey, I'm sure you're still working on getting the network up." And he whispered to me and he goes, "Yeah, I'm the one that actually put the network down." and I just kind of gave him a look, and he just goes, "Hey, I'm owning it, man." So Tom, it's a good example of Tom owning something that he done. And we still got it done.
Real quick, we've been really pushing hard through 820. We've started a new board with Jared, Allie, Bree. There's been a lot of people that's been into this, so we can figure out better to assist our downstream customers. So it's helped with the scheduling part of it. Things are getting better, but in the gist of all this, we've actually had to take people out of welding, stick them into to assembly, kind of doing some cross training. And I know that people really want to stick with their jobs. They're in a new learning thing. But I want to thank Kashia for helping out over there in Scheidecker's department, helping them push through. They've got a lot of stuff going through there, and the extra help is always needed. So I just wanted to thank you for doing that. So thank you again.
Rich and Adam. Rich and Adam.
Another one too is Rich Hazeman and Adam Gildehouse for helping out with assembly, whatnot. And then I got a finger pointing back there, Dennis for helping out in the plumbing, blasting back there for a day or two, whatever it was. So thank you again, guys. Okay.
Anybody else?
No, it's not cardboard. I want to thank everybody for remembering that pallets get laid flat on the ground and not leaned up against the wall. And if you lean them up against the wall, you got to chain them up against the wall. But you're all remembering, so I want to thank you for that.
You got a next slide for me? Okay, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Gary. I'm one of the project managers here at Clemco. And if you haven't noticed, some of you don't get over to this side of the building, I know, but there's a big hole in the second bay in 845. That's thanks to everybody that's here. I know everybody did their job. There's a lot of people that worked on it a lot more than others, but everybody had an impact on that job, and that's UTC. And we got a picture of it up here going down the road. So it shipped on Monday. It's supposed to arrive today on the border in Calexico to go across the border to Mexicali. And then we got the installation to do. But I just wanted to thank everybody from sales, engineering, production. Everybody had a part in this, so thank you.
Flooding in today.
Okay, we're going to piggyback on this last one. If you don't know me, my name is Tim Polite. So, General Manager of the Industrial Systems Value Stream. And talk about UTC, first of all, I want to thank Gary for thanking you all. I really appreciate that. And Gary was the project manager on it, so you know, he really drove it. He drove the project. We had our daily meetings out at the machine. You know, everybody came in and really pitched in. And it's really important to me because every staff meeting since June, we talked about UTC and will it ship. When you sell $10 million in projects a year, and you have one that equals $1.8 million that's sitting by the door, and it's got to ship this year. It's very important that it ships this year. We went all the way down to you know, a couple of weeks left in the year, and it was, you know, continually bringing up issues and tackling those issues every day. So I believe even John Cleary asked me at FabTech, man, is UTC going to ship? I don't think it's going to ship. We had so much problems with it last year. And I go, yeah, John, it's going to ship, no problem. Then I turned away and I'm like, man, I hope it ships. So anyway, I just want to say thanks for all your help.
Anybody else? Oh, another special guest. I forgot to announce Renee. This is Renee from our Klemco International business in Munich.
Hi. Yeah, you may have confused some of the folks. I'm not sure if everybody knows that there is some more part to Klemco than what you see here. So we have some 6 subsidiaries around the world. What I want to say thank you to for you is I'm coming here pretty frequently, and I'm a person that, you know, I walk around and I see something, I wonder why you do it like this, why you do it like this. So I always ask questions, and I want to thank every single one of you for the openness and kindness. Whenever I ask somebody for something, you take time, you explain it to me, and so that's how I can learn. And we in International can learn from you, and I want to be thankful for the one Klemco part in our aspirational values and being humble and very, very kind in your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Renee. John? All right.
I generally dislike public speaking, but anyway, I want to thank everybody here. So much is changing here at Klemco, and the pace seems really fast. And there's some challenges, but I'm really impressed with the job all of you guys are doing. And from the board, we just want to say thank you so much. You guys make Klemco. It's awesome. We're enthusiastic about our direction. And it's just great. Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you, John.
Okay. I want to thank everybody that spoke during the gratitude piece, because I think this is the best gratitude we've ever had before. Good time for it, getting towards the end of the year. I wanted to say one more thing. I know we're out of time right now. We're always looking for other people to help with the presentations. And hopefully what we're showing you guys, this is actually, it can be a lot of fun to do these things. In case you're concerned about, you know, is it going to take me time to prepare the presentations, we actually have a pretty gracious team. Lynn and Jared and Aaron Marquardt, these guys put a decent amount of time each week in getting the presentations put together. So really, if you want to help and you want to help the team out here, it's really not a lot of work and it's fun because you get to just present whatever you want to. So we're always looking for volunteers, and if you guys are interested, just come talk to any of us and we'd be happy to have you join. All right? Thanks, everybody.